I'm Romeo Basiku, and this is Morning at NTV. Thank you for staying with us. Now, he has recently been in the news for different reasons, but retired Supreme Court Justice George Wilson Kanyeihamba is not out. Not at all. Not at all. He recently had an interview with our main man on the ground, Stephen Mbide, and this is what he had to say.
Good morning, Romeo. Thank you for watching Morning at NTV. Stephen Mbide here on the ground. I'm at Buziga at the beautiful home of Professor Justice George Wilson Kanyeihamba, who served the judiciary or who served the Supreme Court for 12 years. I'm going to be speaking to him about his health and some issues that are happening in our country, especially now, this having been described as the hotly contested year 2020. And he will be letting me know. Good morning to you, Professor.
Good morning, Stephen. How are you?
I'm okay.
I'm afraid you have come at a time when I have a very, very heavy cold.
Thank you for allowing us into your beautiful home here in Buziga.
You are most welcome.
Professor, I also want to know from you, you are a retired Justice of the Supreme Court. At least now, there is a debate going on. The current Chief Justice is supposed to be getting out of office mid this year. But currently, his deputy, Justice Owini-Doro, says the years for retirement for these justices should be extended, just like for the politicians who can even serve for many years, that also the justices of the Supreme Court and the High Court should be extended. What's your view about on this issue of retirement?
That view. I don't share that view. I think usually before you are appointed the judge of the appellate court, that's the Court of Appeal, Supreme Court, you have served elsewhere. For example, the Deputy Chief Justice Doro served as an MP, served, I believe, as a advisor to the President. Then, in your retiring days from other jobs, you are made a Supreme Court judge. I think that staying there, I had already proposed when I was in judiciary that judges should serve not more than 10 years. That when you have served 10 years, whether it is in the High Court or Court of Appeal, you should retire, regardless of the age. Now, we were generous in the Constituent Assembly. We said retire at the age of 70. The life expectation of Ugandans is around about 50, 55, thereabouts. So why? So you are expected to die before 60. So why should you continue serving when you are already expected to be dead? So I think that is an absurd idea. Chief Justice, rather the Deputy Chief Justice is wrong, is as wrong can be. I disagree with that view very vehemently. They should serve until they are 70, just as the president should serve until he's 75.
Okay, there's also a contentious issue in Uganda, especially in the central region and also in northern region, about the issue of land. Land is a contentious issue, especially when you also cross to Bunyoro, where there is oil. Many people are still grappling with the land conflicts, evictions, and day and night grabbing of land. This subject or this issue of land, how should it be handled? Because there is also a commission of inquiry on land, but hasn't yet come out with the concrete report or what should be done with this issue of land.
Like you, I respect commissions of inquiry. So I think we should wait until the commission has produced its report. In many areas, these reports are very intelligent, they are very neutral, and they guide the nation. So we should wait for that. But more importantly, the Constitution talks, or rather prescribes, rules about how a land should be managed and distributed or acquired. We have 4 types of lands. We have freehold, we have milo land, we have leasehold, And there are provisions for foreigners how they should use our land. Have we followed those rules and have failed? We haven't. Again, selfishly, when some people say it is stopping me from doing this, they want to amend the constitution. When some politician convinces the president that we want land for this and that, they amend the constitution. That is not the right way to govern. It is a wrong procedure. Museveni himself, the president, said it was the best constitution. What always amazes me is the rush to amend the constitution. They rush to make a new law, but they never explain what is wrong with the present one. What is wrong with our Land Act? Our Land Act was made in consultation with one of the best person in land, the late Professor Makosla. I participated. I have written a book on land law. I have, my thesis was on land law and development. They never consulted those books. They never consulted the opinions of experts. But when some MP from the village comes here, knowing next to nothing, and shouts to the president, or shouts in the parliament, they cause the constitution to be amended. That is absurd, and I don't accept it. But let us wait for the report of the Commission on Land.
Okay, maybe also this Friday, the 31st of January, the law year is going to begin. What is your message to the justice system or the judicial at large as they begin this new law year?
I am afraid to say that our legal system has totally broken down. It has been infected with corruption. Lawyers are corrupted, or corrupt judges. Judges, including the ones in the highest courts, are corrupted politically, and we no longer have an independent or fair and a free judiciary. That's why we have reached. I speak with some knowledge. As you know, I led the panel of eminent judges to reform Kenya judicially. Our report was incorporated in the new constitution. I went there a second time to investigate whether the Kenya judiciary was independent. Our report was published there and followed to the letter, and the new constitution of Kenya incorporates almost in total our recommendations. I next went to the Kingdom of Swaziland, where there has been an impasse between the judiciary and the king's government. I solved that problem. But here, they have never asked me even one question. I am an expert on these matters, but they don't use me. I am recognized more outside Uganda than in Uganda. For example, I have been awarded the Lifetime Achievement twice, one by the Commonwealth organizations, the other by the Uganda Writers Association. As you rightly observe, I have written 30 books. Nobody reviews it. I have been sharing my opinions with Ugandans. I used to appear on NBS once a month. They have stopped me being interviewed. I used to publish, I hope I still publish, an article in Sunday Monitor, every Sunday Monitor for the last 10 years, entitled Land View. For the last 2 weeks, although they received the article, it has not been published. All the articles are right to guide the nation, to reveal what the law provides on any topic or subject. I send it to New Vision. They are not published.
Well, NTV is here at least to pick your mind, and I would also like to, as we conclude, pick your mind or get a word from you towards the Electoral Commission, towards the security agencies, as we get into this nomination and campaign time for a peaceful, free and fair election 2021.
As I have hinted before, we should only elect new blood in the new parliament of 2021. Those people who have served the 2 terms should not come back, because the spirit of the nation was that anybody should serve only 2 terms. Now, Besigye has also served. He has been a leader of the opposition for 20 years. So he should also be replaced by new blood. So you see, I am not discriminatory. I think that we should elect new members in the NRM, in opposition parties, in those of people's power. They have not been elected, they should be elected. We should have new blood.
Thank you so much, Professor, for your time.
Thank you.
And for allowing us into your beautiful home here in Buziga. I've been speaking to him about his health, his views on the politics, land, corruption, and the judicial as well. He also ended by telling us how he wants to be remembered when his time or his candle burns out. And that is what I've been able to give you here on Morning at NTV. Stephen Mbide taking you back to studio for the rest of the quality programming. Keep it here. I'm out.
Good morning once again, my brother Stephen Mbide, and I second the thoughts of the former Supreme Court Justice George Wilson Kanyeihamba when he actually contended that yes, our leaders should actually be thinking of creating a platform where they train young people so that they create room for them. The future is for the young generation. The older generation right about now is actually losing steam very quickly. And I'm not saying any artificial ways, but naturally losing steam. So the onus is on the older generation to understand that, yes, we have to create the new leaders of tomorrow by training them instead of sidelining them when it comes to the political and electoral processes of their respective countries. So we do hope, yes, the former Supreme Court Justice George Wilson Kanyeihamba continues to live a healthy life, and he continues to give us the ideas and good information that this country needs. We need such leaders like George Wilson Kanyeihamba to educate the young people to understand that, yes, the onus is on them to take on these leadership roles when the older ones actually get to leave sooner or later. It was also the main conversation during the ULEAD summit in Tanzania, Arusha, last year. So the onus is on the young people to understand that, yes, 2021 is upon us. You have to be able to engage in the political and electoral processes of your countries, and the older people have to give you the space so that you can be able to do just that. My name is Romeo Busiku, and this is Morning at NTV. Let's take another short break, and I shall return with a lot more. Don't go too far.